Hey, this is Professor Snell here. If I get the same question a few times, I'll typically make a little quick video about it, just so that I can share the answer with everyone. Um, so the issue here is that let's look at so the part looks fine, right? I mean, looks like it's well made. Um, but the issue is that our mass is slightly off from the given. So our mass right here is I'm sorry, the volume, 26.608. Let's just deal with the volume first, or only. Um, and the given is 26.21. So the first question is, is that close enough? It should be exact in SOLIDWORKS, except that if there's a very small, some tiny variation, it could be some rounding. If you do this in different order or something like that, perhaps there's some kind of rounding difference in terms of the way, remember this drawing here is math that's described graphically. But anyway, so the first thing that I ask people to do is just let's quantify it. So if our original, so I'm going to pop up a calculator here. If we subtract the benchmark 26.21 minus the number from our version 26.608, and we divide that by the benchmark 26.21, we get is it 068? No, it's 660. I did that wrong. So let me just do this again. The original is 26.21 minus 26.608. So that is the benchmark, which is what we're given, minus our value. And then we divide this by the benchmark, 26.21. And this is our percent error from the benchmark. So it's 0.015 as a ratio. So as a percentage, that's 1.5%. That's a lot, and that's too much. That's not a rounding error. So that's the first thing I would ask you to do is just quantify it. You're engineers. That's what you're becoming. We need quantities. So let's go then and see if we can figure out what's wrong, why this is different than the given that we're copying. So if I come into my main sketch here, and first of all, I can see here that it's fully defined, which is great, and get normal to it, and I can see down here it's fully defined. So we're in good shape. But if I go look at the drawing, I don't know if I have the drawing up actually, I probably don't, but let me go look at this and see if it's here. If it's not, let me just open it. So if we look at the drawing for this, I can see one thing that's different right off the bat. You see the 7.5 dimension? If I go back to our part, this has been placed parallel to an axis as opposed to parallel to this line. So that's actually a different dimension, and I can show you that if I delete this dimension and create it in the correct orientation. We see now that this is actually 7.7 instead of 7.5. So I'm going to change it to 7.5. And now go check my mass. And we're now at 26.207, which if we're rounding, that's going to be 26.21, which is, if we're rounding to 2 decimal points, which I believe is what we had originally, right? What did I do with that? 26.21, yes. So that fixed the problem. And the point is, this was a really good, this is a successful part. But what we're doing is trying to learn, or as we're learning to study closely the information we're given. And that means learning to understand exactly what's described in drawings like this. You're new at it. You shouldn't expect yourself to get it right away. But that's what we're working on in this class at this point. All right, so I hope that's helpful. If you have other questions like this, always ask me. It's good to send me an email with your part file and your part files that you're working on. And if I I'll make similar videos to this if it seems relevant. All right, that's it.